Hello and welcome to Crypto News. Today is June 6th, 2025, and the top cryptocurrency news is as follows. First of all, have a good week everyone, and we will start by going directly to World Liberty Finance, Mr. Trump's DeFi, whose first move, as we learn, is that it sold cryptocurrencies to HUT8, which is a Bitcoin mining company. The amount is unknown, and all we know is that each cryptocurrency was sold for 25 cents. Even better news is coming about the tokenization that World Liberty Finance wants to do. It seems that a plan is being promoted to convert part of the US president's multi-billion-dollar real estate into a token. Let's just say that there is no official announcement yet, but it seems that they want to do something like this in the future. Moving on from tokenization, we'll move on to DePINs, which the SEC says it has no jurisdiction to regulate. Specifically, the European Securities and Markets Commission has stated that it will not take legal action against DePIN-related tokens, which are based on blockchain. This was said specifically for 00, but this statement applies to the rest of the DePINs in the cryptocurrency market as well. And according to an SEC insider, the economic reality of DePIN projects is fundamentally different from the fundraising transactions that Congress mandated the commission to regulate. So as we said, they are outside the jurisdiction, and therefore DePIN's actions are safer. Meanwhile, a company called Predictive Oncology, a NASDAQ-listed company whose job is to find a cure for cancer, one of its forms to be precise, has invested $344 million in a DePIN project called Aethir, which is quite well known in the crypto market, to create its own token for this particular project. And now it's time to move on to the rest of the crypto on the market. We'll go to DeFiLlama, which is scraping data from Aster because it looks like Binance. As the pseudonymous founder of DeFiLlama told us, the trading volume on Aster, which is linked to CZ, almost exactly mirrors the trading volumes of Binance Perp, 0xNGMI said, adding that the correlation ratio between Binance and Aster's trading volumes is about 1. Below in this first chart, you can see in the bottom right corner that we have the volume of Binance and Aster, and as you can see, these two lines are almost identical in every way. So since the data is very similar, he is going to break it down to find out what the real data is, and if Binance is really influencing Aster, which given Mr. CZ's past, I think is very likely to happen. Moving on, we will also touch on Shibarium, for which we have new statements about what it has been doing. The developers at Shibarium have stated that they are working on restarting the platform's Ethereum bridge and are preparing a plan to compensate users after the breach of more than $4 million that we have seen in previous episodes of Crypto News. Next, we wanted to talk about NFTs in the cryptocurrency market, and we'll start with Bored Ape, who has been sued for allegedly selling NFTs as securities. However, the court ruled that they are not securities at all, so this is a win for Bored Ape and perhaps for other NFT collections. Meanwhile, another collection is copying Bored Ape, and that's Moonbirds, a fairly well-known collection on the Ethereum network, which will also launch its own coin on the Solana network this time, not on Ethereum, so it's following in Bored Ape's footsteps. Maybe in the future, it'll completely copy them to create its own chain. However, for now, we know that it will be a coin on Solana, and we have no idea when it will be released. All we know is that their NFTs have skyrocketed in value because, according to moves made by Bored Ape and other collections, anyone who owned an NFT automatically received an airdrop of the new coins. We don't know if that will happen in this particular case. It happens to other collections that make similar moves. And it's time to go to our beloved cryptocurrency market, with Bitcoin approaching $123,000, just waiting to see what the ETFs do. As you know, that wraps up the top news for crypto. Today is June 6, 2025. I'd like to remind you that the content you just watched is created for educational purposes only and should not be considered as investment advice, but rather as investment opinion. Please subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and feel free to comment. Take care everyone, and have a good day.